Most people think that they have to quit their job in order to make money online. That's backwards. You should get your first paying client before you quit, because once someone actually pays you for your skills, that's when it stops feeling like a fantasy and start feeling real. In this video, I'm going to show you a realistic 30-day framework to make this happen, even if you're busy, overwhelmed, and working a full-time job. Most beginners spend months doing things that are not productive. They spend time designing logos, building websites, looking at countless how-to videos, trying to perfect their niche, building courses, and overthinking every little detail, but never actually trying to help a real person solve a problem. And honestly, that's the biggest mind shift that you need to make. Your first goal is not becoming a huge entrepreneur, and your first goal should not be a major personal brand or replacing your salary overnight. You're missing the point. Your first goal is simple. Get proof. Proof that someone is willing to exchange your skills for money. And when that happens, your confidence, urgency, and identity changes instantly. You stop asking, can I do this? And start asking, how far can I take this? And I'm here to walk you through the 4-week roadmap. We're gonna have 4 sections, starting with week 1. Pick one skill people already pay for. Week 2, create a simple offer. Week 3, start outreach and conversations. And week 4, land your first paying client. That's it. Simple. And I know to some of you it sounds too simple, but simplicity is the ingredient you need for your business. And that's the advantage. Most businesses fail because it's too complicated. They fail before they actually make their first dollar. But we're not going to make that mistake. Momentum first, optimization later. We're going to start with week 1. And this is where most people overcomplicate things, but just pick one simple skill. They think, oh, I need a revolutionary idea. No, you just need a simple skill that solves problems. There are tons of businesses that are overwhelmed, undersatisfied, and are struggling to keep up. If you can help them save time, make money, get attention, reduce stress, and improve systems, that's when you become valuable. So instead of focusing on something that's completely new, start with skills that businesses already pay for. Things like video editing, thumbnail design, social media management, copywriting, email marketing, appointment setup, AI workflow. Side note, if you're not using ChatGPT, you're way behind. Not only does it help your business, but it also helps you with your day-to-day tasks and scheduling. Short form content creation, website updates, and lead generation. And here's the important part. You do not need to be world class. Beginners think,
well, they're already professionals that's doing this,
and take themselves out of the race before it starts. I don't care who's doing it. You haven't done it. It hasn't been done like your business. And real people chase personalities and connection instead of numbers. But there are millions of businesses taking advantage of this middle class, low class opportunity because those customers cannot afford corporate retail prices. So you're that bridge. You have to have high quality and reasonable pricing. We're not American Eagle, Hollister, Brooks Brothers, none of them. And we don't need to compete with them because our market is not their market. A local business doesn't need the best editor in the world. They need someone who is reliable, responsible, and that's your opportunity. Your client isn't looking for perfection. They are looking for progress. So pick one skill. Not 5, not 10, just 1. Because focus creates momentum. Moving into week 2, create a simple offer. Now that we have chosen your skill, we simplify again. Because most people think they need a fancy website, a complicated tunnel, huge social media following, an LLC or corporation, and expensive branding. You don't need that stuff. You need clarity, and your offer should answer these 3 questions. What do you do? Who do you help? And what results your business can create? That's it. And here are some simple examples. I help customers turn long form videos into short clips. I help local businesses improve their Instagram presence. I help coaches write better email sequences. Clear beats clever. Create a simple portfolio. Not perfect, just demonstrate capability. That could be 2 to 3 simple projects, mock examples, free practice work, before and after edits, screenshots, a simple Google Drive folder, and a Notions page. Remember, your goal is not looking massive, it's looking useful. And that mindset matters. Beginners often chase perfection instead of focusing on being useful. Week 3. Outreach and conversations. This is where fear usually kicks in because outreach feels uncomfortable. But outreach is not manipulation, it is simple conversation. And honestly, most beginners care too much about perfect messaging. And your customers don't care about that. They care about if you can help. So your outreach should be simple. You don't need giant cold email scripts or complicated funnels, fake authority and pressure tactics. You need relevance. Start with creators, local businesses, coaches, consultants, real estate agents, gyms, restaurants, and small online brands. And personalize your message. For example, hey, I noticed your content could be a little bit better if you add short form clips. I made a quick example for you if you would like to see it. Simple, no pressure, no giant pitch. And yes, most people will ignore you, but it's part of the process. Don't take it personal. Beginners think rejection means I'm not good enough. That's false. Sometimes they're busy, sometimes the timing is bad, or they're already working with someone. You only need one yes, just one. And the faster you stop fearing rejection, the faster this works. Before we jump into week 4, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I speak to everyone, and most importantly, share with your mom and them. Let's get back to it. Week 4. Land your first client. Not about being the best. It's about trust. Can you communicate clearly? Can you follow through? Can you solve a real problem? And that's when it comes to pricing. But don't overcomplicate this. Your first client is not just paying for work. You are gaining confidence, experience, proof, testimonials, momentum, and referrals. That's incredibly valuable. So start reasonable, over-deliver, communicate well, and meet your deadlines. Because one successful client can become repeatable business, case studies, and long-term income. And that's how momentum begins, not with some huge breakthrough. It starts with one person saying, yes, let's do it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time, my wife's favorite time. The toasty tip of the day. Toasty! You don't need to gamble your life trying to start building income online. You don't need to quit tomorrow. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need confidence before starting, and you damn sure don't need permission. Respectfully, you need momentum. That's all you need to focus on. That's the only thing that matters for your business. That's it. So here is your challenge for the next 30 days. It's only 4 things, don't worry. Pick one skill. Create a simple offer, start conversations, and try to help people. Because getting your first client changes the way you think about yourself. It changes the way you see yourself. Once someone pays you, you stop thinking if it's possible. You realize it's real, and that changes everything. If this video helped you, please subscribe. And below, please comment what skill you're going to try first. My name is Eric Pinkney. Thank you guys for tuning in to the 9 to Freedom podcast. And if you are serious about freedom, about legacy, about blazing your own path, doing what you want to do, true freedom, please buy the book. I am an Amazon affiliate. If you don't buy the book, you can just click the link, shop around. It is no cost to you, but it helps me out tremendously. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and most important, share with your mom and them.